Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. Now, I'm gonna skip right from my usual intro. Be like, oh, in the last episode. No. Now, I've done something I might regret a little bit. But I said in the last episode, I'm gonna give it a day. I'm gonna wait and see and chill. No, I'm recording this episode 20 seconds after, like 5 minutes after I recorded the last episode. And you might be saying, Owen, you're in for a rough show, and I might be, because I would love to see your suggestions, but I think I need to ride this out. I think we just need to ride this one out. We do. I think it was just a sign of things to come, because at the end, the moment I stopped recording the last video, episode 73, this is episode 74, welcome, enjoy your stay. Maybe consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 600 before the end of the year. That's my new goal. Thank you. Enjoy. But at the end, when I stopped recording, I got a comment, it was seconds after I hit stop on recording, and I get a comment that says, "Oh, I just found your content, but you complain way too much." I'm not even gonna put it on the screen. I'm just speaking verbatim, okay? And you complain way too much if they have one bad game, if they have one bad season. I'm riding emotions. I feel like I'm on all the steroids. I don't know what to say. This game, and I do complain a lot because this game could be so much better. This game makes no sense. It's like, what doesn't make sense? Kangaroos. Have you ever looked at a kangaroo and gone, "Hot damn, you don't make sense"? Or that doesn't make sense. Or have you ever... I don't make sense. This game doesn't make sense. Gravity doesn't make sense. Music doesn't make sense because it's just wiggly air. Exactly, right? I don't know what I'm trying to say. But this game doesn't make sense. Yes, I know completely. I made a few moves. I made a lot of moves in the offseason. I changed this team up a lot. This team shouldn't be as bad as what it is, because I checked the regular season stats at the end of the last episode. I think I checked individually. Yeah, I did. Did I? I don't think I did. I think I was just so mad I just stopped recording. I don't know. It was the worst episode ever, and I think that's what I'm going to title last episode. But our regular season stats were pretty good. Goals against, awful. But our penalty kill was really solid, even though the morale on it was pretty awful. They were doing really good. 78% is middle of the pack in the NHL, which is good enough for this team that should score its way out of losing. Like the 11-1 victory against Chicago. Goaltending has been the worst. Do I miss Jaden Weeman a little bit? No, because I hate his guts. Even though we won 2 Stanley Cups with him. 2 or 1? No, 1. 2? 1. 2. Yeah, we won 2 with him. Yeah, we've won 4 Stanley Cups. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yes, my house is making sounds because somebody decided to do the dishes the moment I started recording this episode. Yay! But just skip ahead if you don't want me blabbering. But it's been a stupid season. It's been a stupid season. I know, with the amount of changes that we made, I said we were going to be a bit worse, but I didn't think we were going to be this bad. I expect, first in the Central every year. Maybe not contending for the President's Trophy, especially with all the other young teams in the league. We shouldn't be the best. Not anymore, with the amount of changes that have been made. We traded Jack Eichel. We weren't forced to trade Jack Eichel, but I thought that was the right move to make to push us into the future with all our young guys. We have a lot of freaking problems. We do, especially in the AHL. God dang. Which I should do off camera, but I'm just so full of adrenaline. It's been a terrible season. We're 23-14-2. We're the first wildcard team. But we have 2 games ahead of the next wildcard team. We're not winning any amount of games in a row. We're not. We're not. But here's the plan. The plan is to do nothing. And I know you might be like, oh, well, you probably should do something, and I don't disagree with that. But I think with the amount of effort that we put into this specific roster, that we need to trust these guys to get us into a playoff position. I think once we get at the playoffs, we do a whole lot of damage. We might even repeat as a Stanley Cup champion. 3-peat, actually. I know, the champions should probably go out and have a better regular season. That's a fact. Sometimes you have a little bit of a hangover. Age catches up to you. Kaprizov's getting worse. He's 90 overall. Slipping a bit. Maybe it's morale. I'm not too sure. This team is going through growing pains. It's true. But something is weird with this team. It's on the goaltending right now. I legitimately don't know why goaltenders are so bad in this game. This game is so weird. No. Our scoring engine is not on high. No. It's on medium. It's regular old self. I wouldn't put it on low because then scoring would be terrible and it'd be stupid. But you can't have one without the other one. Look at the NHL right now. As it is, you have Connor McDavid putting up 110 points every year. You have plenty of 100-point scores right now as it is. You have so many goalies putting up phenomenal numbers. You have Connor Hellebuck on the Winnipeg Jets right now. Look at his defense. Look at it. It's not great. He's having an MVP season on a terrible defense and a pretty solid offensive core. Minnesota, their goaltender can't buy them a game. I complain so much, but this game could be so much better. Oh, if you unsubscribe, I'm so sorry. Trust me, I'm usually like this, but this game could be a lot better. I'm sorry. I just want this game to be I'm not mad. I'm mad, but I'm just a little disappointed. I'm a lot disappointed. I'm very disappointed. But let's go ahead. Start simulating. Let's see how this team is working. Maybe I stop recording for a few minutes, gave this game a little bit of a breath. Maybe we go on a little bit of a win streak. Even though, look at the amount of goals that we're letting in these games. Stop the puck! Just stop the puck, dude! Look at your defensive core, man. You could just literally stand there and do nothing. And don't even get me started about the AHL squad. It's looking... they're performing great. So is morale have any impact on the squad? Because they're third in their division, which is good for a playoff spot in the AHL. They're putting good stats. I want to worry about... I don't have the attention span to deal... As long as they're performing okay, I'm okay with that. The best news about this season, though, is that we have plenty of first-round draft picks. I'm hoping one of those turn into a lottery pick, or we're going to force ourselves into the top 5 of the draft. You got Reese. Ooh. Reese. Manderville. You got Dalmont. I'm assuming he's a medium elite. You got Tulipov. You got Commodore. You got Hudubin. Wow. If you don't know already, I'm terrible at pronunciating. Yeah, I'm good. I got it. We good. No, I'm not sure I want to make any trades. I did see a few interesting players on the block, like William Nylander, who had the most assists in the league at one point. Maybe that's an idea we throw out there. I'm not sold on it. But, like, what do we change about this team? Legitimately, what do we do? Like, legit, what do we do? Hadfield is injured. We'll throw Steffens in there to end the month. Can we have a solid end of the month? Yes, we do. That was a phenomenal month, Minnesota. Maybe I should stop complaining a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. We lost one game that month, and it was an extra time, the shootout. Look at all those games at the start of the month, and look at the amount of goals that we gave up. Yeah, there were a bunch of... Stop complaining, Owen. You're 34-14-3. This team should be a lot better than that. We're first in the division now. See, I think I was just hungry. I still am. I still haven't eaten. We're 9-0-1 in our last 10. We're doing pretty damn good. We're doing okay. That was a great month of December. Oh, January. Sorry. January. Thank you, January. Enter a new year. Maybe a new squad. We're playing good. I think this game just gives me a little bit of a temper tantrum. And I think it's valid. I think me yelling at the screen is valid. I think me punching the table is very valid. I know it's a video game, but I get hyped for this game, man. I get hyped because I love putting out content for you guys. I don't know why I went to that screen. I love putting out content for you guys, and I'm going to scream either which way. Some of the greatest NHL simulators, GM simulators, I think back to, or still, to 2BC Productions. 2BC? Johnny Superbman. YouTube him. If you don't know who that is, you're too young. Like, he screams, he yells, especially in postseasons. I love him. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But how about we talk about the positives here? We've finally started to turn this team around a little bit. Anthony Francis, 77 points. Maybe he's making a run at the Art Ross. I think I just psyched myself out in episode 1. We've never started off that bad, except when we intentionally meant to start off that bad. We were bad. I should trust this team a little bit more. I think I'm glad I didn't pull any triggers and go, oh, let's do that. I wanted to sail the waves with this team. I have to trust this squad. There are not many moves I can legitimately make to make this team better. Trading away Jack Eichel, debatable. But I think the assets we got were smart to do. Anthony Francis has been phenomenal. He hit 1,000 points last episode. We should congratulate him on that. 1,061 points in 707 games. He's no Wayne Gretzky, but he's one of the best players of his generation. Is he going to hit 500 goals this season? 25 more in 31 games? I think it's doable. I think he can do it. I would love to see that. Kaprizov has been a beast. Now, we've been talking about him. So it was morale that he was at 90 overall. He's 91 overall now. His potential did drop last episode, we noticed. I think he's fine. His offensive stats are going to stay great. He's going to be great up until he retires. I think he could play well into his late 30s. I just think his overall is going to dip just because he's never been the best defensive player, but I think because he's such a sniper that his defensive stats will definitely wear out in his skating, but his offensive stats will always be there. Pietrangelo has been a beast. He definitely carried us for the first month, 2 months, especially with this weird freaking start to the season. He's been great. 27 goals, almost 500 goals himself. He's competing with Anthony Francis. A few less games, though, but he's been great. Two players on this team could hit 500 goals in the same season. When was the last team that ever happened to? Has a team ever had 2 500 goal scorers happen in the same season? Probably the Oilers, but geez Louise. Pittsburgh, maybe? That is crazy. Kel Newman, 59 points. Definitely. We always skim past him. I don't give him enough credit. He's phenomenal. Great. We picked him up at a 12th overall in his draft here. 59 points. He's a beauty. How many career points does this dude have? 627 and 625. I love that. Louis Langweiler with 42. You know, he had a rough start to the season, but I think he's leveled out. He's been pretty good since. Gogolev has stepped up. Now, transitioning from the wing to the center position is rough, but you look at his face-off, 78. That's pretty solid. He can definitely be a centerman. He's a power forward. He's scoring goals. He could definitely have a 30-goal season, 25 goals, I think, 40 points. If he hits the 70-point plateau, I'm fine with that, especially transitioning to the second-line center like that. 40 points is already one of his best seasons ever. He'll have his best season ever in the next 10 games. Easy. He's having a great season so far. Lino Waters has definitely stepped up. Chris Griffin as well. Curry. Everybody is stepping it up. Bobalev hasn't even been that bad. Koliakovos, 16 points. He's scoring goals, though. as that fourth line center, we're playing in power play, even though he's not technically scoring any power play goals. I don't know why he's not scoring on the 4-man, but whatever. He has not been too bad. I do like him. I like him. But let's talk about defense. Oh my god! What the hell did that... Okay, and another reason I'm kind of off my rocker today is because I woke up the earliest I've woken up in like 6 months, 5 months, 4 months. Christmas? How many months ago was that? 4 or 5 months ago? Literally, for work. Because I never wake up before a certain time, and it just screwed me up. It's just throwing me all over the place. It's no excuse. I apologize to you, my viewers. And I'm stuffed up. It's so weird, but one man I can always rely on is Quinn Hughes. Just a few minutes ago, we were like, oh, Quinn Hughes, you know, he might win the Norris. You never know. 57 points in 48 games. Yes, I said 57 points in 48 games. He's a lunatic with the puck. Best defenseman of his generation. Bryant Clark has been awesome. Same with Marcus Mironov. They've all stepped it up. That month was great for us. Statistically, we all got better. Georges Bissonnette, 26 points. He's not on pace for just under what he had last season, but I'm okay with it. He's been great. Harry Parrish hasn't been too bad. Pearson stepped it up definitely with his +-2. Mennel came in for 7 games, and he was a -0, or his +- was at a 0, 1 point, whatever. Goaltending. Talenders winning games, 27, 12, and 3. Mackey has been just straight up bad. Like, just terrible. I'm not sure what to say about that specifically. Maybe we trade him away at the trade deadline. Maybe we check the trade... Because I'm not sure what we bring in. I'm legitimately not set on anything. Maybe a William Nylander. I'm not sure what this team needs. I think we just need to ride it out, get into a playoff spot, and then just kick butt. Because I know this team is capable of that in the postseason. I think we make it to the postseason, and this team is fine. I'm happy we're working out these kinks right now. And yes, somebody had to go and flush the toilet. Again, thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to move out so I can record in an empty closet. Well, I don't even know what I was saying. Let's just go to the entire league and see the award races. The best goalie in the league right now is Christian Rensfeldt. Christian Rensfeldt! You know, Talender has to step it up. He's got the second most wins, man. His statistics need to be better overall. He needs to be better. Jaden Weeman, for the love of God, why are my goaltenders always good, but they're not good on my team? This game is broken. Sorry, I'm not going to start. Rookie skaters. So it looks like Tampa Bay's prospect is going to be... it's still a close race at the top. You know, you got the former first overall pick in Toby Kahn for the Ottawa Senators. Maybe he'll pick it up. You never know. It's a long season, though. Still got plenty more games. Is Quinn Hughes going to win the Norris this year? Oh, he has stepped it up big time. Last time I checked the stats in the regular season, Ekblad was way ahead of everybody else. Quinn Hughes, like that. 1 month, you give him 1 month, and he's... Oh my god, how many freaking toilets are we going to flush in this household, guys? Man, jeez Louise. It just kept getting louder. Quinn Hughes has been great. Fontenberg has 20 goals. Jeez Louise. Arizona, good for you. Even though you're irrelevant, ho-ho! Is Anthony Francis going to contend for an Art Ross this year? The answer is... Ooh, that's going to be hard. He's 9 points back of Matthew Savoie. Matthew Savoie is going for his 3rd straight Art Ross and MVP trophy. Maybe Anthony Francis gets close to it. Let's see. Goals. Zenit Corvo. I really hope he continues this over a goal pace. Maybe he gets 80-plus goals. I would love to see somebody contend for Gretzky's record of 94 goals in a season. Not too sure about that, but it's a lot of goals. Hopefully he gets it. Assists, who's leading that department? Who is it? It is Cole Perfetti. William Nylander's up there. Most points, we already checked that. Most game-winning goals, that might as well, right? 10. Wow, that's a lot of goals. So 1 in 5 games he wins. Did I do the math right? Yes, I'm right. Maybe? Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. It was a great month for us. So my plan is to simulate up to the trade, or just before. I'll simulate these few games if we are continuing at the same pace. I don't see a point in making too many moves. I just don't. I think, as I said before, I think we just need to get this team to the playoffs, and then they're going to do a lot of damage. This team is a playoff team. I'm just not used to this team being such a bad regular season team, and it's weird. Evan Bouchard and Strome to the New Jersey Devils, and Anaheim acquires a right-wing prospect and a goalie prospect. You know, it'd be nice if EA added their potential and stuff like that, but it's whatever. It's whatever, EA. Just do whatever you're doing. Is there going to be an NHL 21? Especially with COVID-19 happening around the world. You know, pandemic is still going on. Huh? I'm still posting every day, though. Is there going to be an NHL 21? I'm not too sure. Moran and a third to Colorado, and Pittsburgh acquires Webster and Sparks, right-wing prospect. Okay, a few wins in a row there. It's been a great month so far. Only 1 regulation loss in the last month and a half. We've been good. We've been really good. We've been freaking fire. We're first in our division. 2 games at hand at the Avalanche. Same amount of points. First place team in the... We're contending for the Presidents even after that start? This team is... What is this team even? What is this? You know what? Let's check the trade block. Might as well. I'm not even sure. I thought in this episode we might be fighting for a playoff spot, but it looks like we're gonna be relatively okay. I'm not super sure at this point. We've been really good, though. I'll give us that. Maybe I complained too much. Maybe it was smart to record this episode. I knew my plan was never to go out and make a rash decision, but I'm glad that we're not doing too shabby. The last month and a half been pretty good. I'm scared if I make a trade, though, that everything is going to go wrong. Like, we trade for William Nylander and we tank the rest of the season. Could you imagine? I mean, I can imagine. That's happened to me in the past. Not William Nylander's fault. Love William Nylander. My favorite Toronto Maple Leaf? Probably. We got a few defensemen out here. Nothing that I would need, though. I'm not even sure what I'm looking for. I just think it's nice for you guys to see what's on the block in the year 2031. Right? You got Alexei Slidechuk. He's always on the block. I feel bad for him. Poor him. Poor him. Oh my God. Uh-oh. No. Maybe. Matthew Savoie's on the block? Dude, New York. What are you doing? New York, no. We had Matthew Savoie on the last franchise mode, and he's so good for New York. I don't want to break the system too much, but damn, New York, I hope they trade him away. Could you imagine? That'd be hilarious. Oh my God, please do it, New York. Just don't trade him to the West, please. I would really hate that. Jeremy Bracco, Bjorkstrom. Oh, New York. What the hell are you doing, New York? Matthew Boldy, DeBrincat, Kajakovic. Okay, there's a few teams letting go of... Oh, William Nylander, 34 years of age, 90 overall, first line forward. Okay, we get him. Where do we place him on the squad? Right, the answer is fourth line. Like, there isn't really an option here. Maybe we can get something for Mackey. Maybe we trade him away for potentially something. I'll check because his value might be pretty good at this point in time. Let's see. Mackey is not the worst potential, but let's see. Second round pick. Goaltending prospect from... No. Bushnevich, no. Maybe. I don't hate that goaltending prospect from... But I don't need that. Why would I? I'll check it. But I'm really looking for first overall assets, right? Harris, what is he looking for? Oh, he's an 83 overall goaltender. Oh, I thought he was a prospect. Why did I think he was a prospect? Center. See, I'm not really liking anything there. Maybe there's a team first round pick on the block that wants Mackey. Nope, doesn't look like it. Nope. New York? Sorry, we have your first round pick. Hopefully they miss the playoffs. I think we just gotta ride it out. I know I've been saying that a lot this episode, but I legitimately think that is the best option for us at this point in time. I do. I think there's a lot of rash decisions we could make. We could go out and get Peter Reynolds or Lundstrom from Anaheim. We could. We have the assets to acquire that, but I think right now the best decision is to move forward. We're tied for first in the NHL with 2 games at hand. Right? Let's just keep going. I have to trust this squad. I'm glad. I'm not a person to make rash decisions like that. But I think this is the best decision going forward. Connor Dewar for 2 firsts. Are you on crack game? Lose another regulation game. I don't like losing against division rivals. Oh, we could get Smabby back from the Montreal Canadiens. No, thank you. 2 firsts? Guys, value your first round picks. The Arizona Coyotes have fired their head coach. Cool. Boston, can we beat... No, 2 regulation losses in a row. Don't make me eat my words, boss. I want to trust this team. Don't start your downfall right now, okay? Don't. Kim and Bednar, the Boston Bruins, and New York Islanders acquire Lindgren, 82 overall defenseman, and a 5th. Okay. Brock Ruel? What is he? 66 overall goaltender? No, why would I need that? I mean, it's a waiver, so I'm not upset. Okay, we're good. Can we beat St. Louis? We did in regulation. A first, Johansson and Steffens to the Florida Panthers, and Nashville acquires Timo Meier. That is a big move, but I think Nashville came out on the right side there. First round pick. I always value my first round picks very highly. I very rarely give up my firsts, especially if I only have one pick in that round. I'm very cautious because you never know what kind of talent you could get. I know it might be like a top 6 potential. It might not be anything special. Wow, we whooped Vegas. Good. I like to see that. I do like to see that. Okay. Trade deadline is upon us. Let's see the stats so far in the regular season. Now, hopefully Anthony Francis is making a dent at that Art Ross. I would like to see him pull one, but our first line has really, really stepped it up, especially in the eye of danger. In the eye of, I'm trying to think of another word. Come on, Owen, you got it. Danger. That's the only word I can think of right now. My mind keeps going, danger. Man, oh man, Anthony Francis has been a beast. 39 goals, 55 assists, 94 points. He's on pace for one of his better seasons. I'm okay with that. If he can hit 119 points, which is his average, I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. He is officially at 483 goals. I doubt he'll hit 500, so we could definitely be getting 2 500 goal scorers in the same season. Yeah, Petrangelov won't hit it this season, so next year for sure. For sure. Kaprizov, 48 goals. He's leading the team. His most ever is 73. I mean, maybe he'll get 73. You don't know. I would love to see him get it. You never know. And it's especially important for Kirill Kaprizov to have a great statistical season, so he'll have more outgrowth, especially at his age. A poor season can affect him humongously. It can hurt him a lot, especially at his age. If he has like 70 points, 20 goals, right? I know that's a good season for a 33-year-old, but for Kaprizov, who has been at a certain level for so long in his career, it would hurt him tremendously and he would drop drastically. We keep his offensive totals good and he should be fine. Petrangelov is a beast. A certified beast. A baller. He's so good. 80 points. He'll hit 100 this year. 20 more games. He's got it. Kale Newman, 69 points. Nice. 28 goals. Same with Langweeder. 28 goals. We have a lot of 30-plus goal scorers on this team at the end of the year. I'm okay with that. Waters, 48 points. See, now I'm a little iffy. Our third-line center has more points than our second-line center now. I know that isn't something to, like, what the hell, man? I know Waters is more offensively talented. But Gogolev isn't having a bad season. 20 goals. I'm happy with the numbers that he's putting up so far. I'm okay with that. Hopefully he'll beat 27 goals. If he hits 25, I'm happy. It's already his best statistical season. Or point totals. He's been great. Not a lot of 22 penalty minutes isn't too much. I'm okay with that. Chris Griffin has been great. Half point per game is where I want him at always. Pete Curry, pretty solid. Kolyakovo. I know you guys might be iffy about Kolyakovo in the NHL at this point, but I think he needed to get the time just to get a grasp of the NHL. I think he'll be a solid second-line center for us in the future. Hadfield hasn't been too shabby. Bobolev has been Bobolev. I'm okay with that. Defenseman. I'm excited to see Quinn Hughes. He's taking home another Norris this year, boys. He's doing it. He's the man. Quinn Hughes Quinn Hughes, if he stays at a decent overall for the next portion of his career, depends on how Kaprizov decides to end his career. Quinn Hughes definitely needs an A on his sweater. I know Marcus Mironov has an A. I know that was my own personal decision because he's a homegrown talent. But Quinn Hughes has been here 3 times as long as he was there in Vancouver. 4 times maybe? I'm not super sure. Quinn freaking Hughes. I mean, he hit I think he just hit 1,000 points. He just hit 1,000 points. I wish I could have slow sim that, but I'm not really that upset. Oh my God. Look at how good he is, guys. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. We looked out so bad. Vancouver, we didn't even go out and search for Quinn Hughes. They just kind of offered it to us. And we're like, oh, we'll tweak this trade a little bit, and Quinn Hughes is on the squad. But look how good our defensive core would be without Quinn Hughes. Brant Clark, Mironov, Bissonnette, Parrish, Pearson, we're fine. But having the generational talent really helps us out, apparently. Brant Clark has been really good. Same with Marcus Mironov. Brant Clark has been better defensively, more penalty minutes. I would say both of them are having great seasons. Bissonnette having a great rebound season from, not even a rebound season, but a great follow-up season to last year. 30 points, 56 points last year. Worse defensively, but I think we started off so poor it hurt a lot of players, but a lot of them are rebounding really well. Harry Parrish, 13 points. I think he's going to be very similar to Bissonnette. He's going to have that one jump out season the moment we give him the time. I just think we need to continue to give Marcus Mironov, Brant Clark, and Quinn Hughes that time. They are very deserving. Pearson has been pretty solid. Mental, whatever. I'm excited to see goaltending. I'm not excited, but a Talander 33, 15, and 3 after such a poor start from both of them. They haven't really turned it around, but they're winning games. See, there's a difference. You can let up 4 goals a game. But that's weird. I'm kind of like contradicting myself. It's like you can let up 4 goals a game, but your team must outscore you. Literally, our team scored so many goals in the first 3 months of this season. Our goaltenders just couldn't bail us out. They couldn't. But we're winning games now, and I'm okay with it as long as we get to the postseason. As long as we get to the postseason, that's all I care about. We get there, we're fine. We might even get into the President's Trophy, even though I thought at the last episode we might tank. I don't know. Okay. Let's check the bottom of the league because I'm excited to see where our draft picks might lie this year. I have a feeling Detroit, they might get worse, they might get better, you never know. New York isn't in a playoff spot. That's huge for us. That's big. Okay, a few other teams. Oh, Dallas isn't. That is huge for us. That's big. That is big, big news for us. We might luck out and do a lottery pick this year. We might have 3 picks in the bottom 10, the bottom 15, the bottom 16. Sorry, you never know. Maybe maybe you never know. But I'm not making any trades. We might even win another 60 games in this squad if we just pop off for the next month and a half. Who's telling, right? You know what? We'll even slow sim the last game of the season. Let's just go. Lino Waters wants to talk. What's up? What's up, bud? No, man, no. You're basically at 50 points. You're fine. Come on, don't make me regret what I said. All the positive things about this squad. Just keep it going, Minnesota. You know what kind of team you are. You struggled right out of the gate. I struggled right out of the gate. This has been a saga. This year has been weird. Literally, that was one of the worst videos I've ever recorded. Just because everything decided to go wrong in 30 minutes when it definitely shouldn't have gone wrong. The AHL is a question for later. I'm not super worried about the AHL just because our prospects seem to be growing fine. It's okay. We're fine. I'll worry about that in the offseason. I'm not spending another 20 minutes fixing that. Okay, draft class. Not with a T, Owen. Come on. I would love to luck into a left-wing sniper for the future. A sniper would be sick. I don't really want a two-way forward. A sniper would be dope. A center? I would love a no scouts in the region. Obviously. Duh. Interesting. I would love to luck into an offensive powerhouse in the draft. Maybe. 7-6 shootout loss. See, our goalies literally can't hold out. But 2 straight wins. I'll take it. Our goalies, man. Our goalies are weird. 52 wins on the season. Come on, let's finish out strong. 2-1 wins. See, those are nice games. 9-1 victory is even better. There we go. Finish out strong, Minnesota. Keep it going, buds. St. Louis. I think we already clinched the President's Trophy. This is the first season in 6 years that we haven't won 60 games. Crazy, right? First period. 2-0 Vegas. Andras, former first overall pick and former second overall pick, Alexis Lafreniere. Because I believe Ottawa decided to pick Quentin Byfield. Funny times. Second period. Okay, we get in close. Lino Waters, Laxonen makes it a 3-1 game, and Chris Griffin makes it a 1-goal game. We're out shooting them. Can we win game number 82 on the season? Finish out the season strong. Anthony Francis ties the game. Okay, 3-3, half the period remaining. Lino Waters, second of the evening. It's not meant for his goal-scoring prowess, but I will take it. Power play. We don't score on that one, but we are winning 4-3. I'll take a W either way. Come on, Minnesota. Finish out strong, and Evans ties the game. Sick. But you know what? You know what you guys deserve after such a... What a weird season this has been. Obviously, Tallender lets up a late goal. But it's whatever. You know what you guys deserve? You deserve some overtime. That's exactly what you deserve. Well, we got some overtime here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's finish off the season strong, Minnesota. They're wearing their camo jerseys. We're wearing our jerseys from the middle of the 2010s. Let's finish out the season strong. I'm asking for a Francis overtime goal. Oh, he gets that close, but it was stripped by the defenseman up to Eldon Horak. 6'10", actually. Did you know that? Ivan E. into the zone for Fox. What's he going to do? Back to Eldon Horak. Tallender actually makes a save. That's so surprising. I'm honestly surprised. This is kind of impressive. Good job, Tallender. You made a save. Congratulations. Here we go. Face-off draw for Francis and Ivany. That's such a weird name to pronounce. Sorry, I'm just bad at English. Here we go. Here we go into the zone. Dipsy Doodles. Kel Newman back to Francis. Takes a shot, but it's redirected by Eldon Horak. Sends it up. What's he going to do? Oh, Ivany back to Fox. He's got a lane. Tallender makes the pad stop, or the blocker. I forgot the name for what that was. And oh, it looks like, oh, we got spoiled for the points. No. Francis ain't going to win the Art Ross this year. Right into the season, though. I'll take it. Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes. What's he going to do here? Quinn Hughes. Dipsy Doodles. What's he going to do? 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 Plays around in front for Ivany, and they got a break. Quinn Hughes, you freaking... What did you do? Poke check! Oh my god, what a terrible... See my point exactly for this game. Why would the AI do that? Why would they change? Why would they change at that point in time? Kaprasov. In front for Gogolev. Gogolev, what's he going to do here? Gogolev. Plays it. Kaprasov. We haven't gotten a shot on net this game, or in this overtime frame. It's been bad. It's been brutal. Over to Kaprasov. Gets bodied by Endras. Endras into the zone. What do you do? And Cody Tallender makes a save on Horak. Sends it up here. Making his way into the zone. Over to Gogolev again. Takes a shot. Nice set play, but Dustin Wolf makes the save. What a weird... Oh, it was Honk. It might have been Honk who took the shot. H names, and it doesn't even matter. Tallender, why did the goaltender do that? Why are you so far out of position? It's a love-hate relationship, guys. Anthony Francis over to Quinn Hughes. Oh, it was close. It was kind of dribbled on net there, but Wolf with his only second save of this overtime frame. Okay. Pierre LaRoche with 220 hits. How many was that? That was a lot. Face-off draw for Francis. Wins it back to Clark. Slapper, and it gets redirected by the defenseman in front. Wolf with the save. Okay, there's a scrum in front there. Scrum? Scrum a word? Scrum? Scrum? I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke here. Face-off draw. A loss there, but Francis will regain it. Back to the point. Over in front for Newman. Anthony Francis after the block shot. Brant Clark rips it, but that is wide. Brant Clark again back to Newman. He's got a lane. Set play. Francis ends this season off with an overtime goal. A phenomenal play by the trio on the ice. Brant Clark over to Newman and back over to Anthony Francis, if I'm not mistaken. A great way to cap off the regular season after such a struggle, it felt like. Great play on the ice. You definitely baited them there. I will take a W either which way. You know, obviously we go into overtime in our last game after such a weird season. 58, 20, and 4. I did a lot of complaining in the last 80 minutes. You know, it's been one of those seasons. I've definitely simulated seasons like this. Not on camera, though. I've had seasons where I've struggled on camera, but this just felt really weird up until February, up until January, everything felt wrong. Everything felt off. Nothing felt right. We couldn't get anything done. Goaltending was bad. Scoring was fine. We were just terrible defensively. But look at our defensive core. I looked at penalty kill. It was 78% going into January. Power play was 35%. We were great after that point. I did a lot of complaining. Maybe I forced the universe to be like, damn, Owen, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. But let's talk about the Minnesota Wild after 82 games. Anthony Francis leads this team in points. 53 goals, 67 assists. We already know that he's not winning the Art Ross this season. Matthew Savoie will win because we saw a little package promo thing. Graphic. That's the word in the overtime frame against Vegas that Savoie will be winning it this year and probably the MVP as well. 104 points in 738 games. He's 3 goals shy of 500. He'll do it next season. Not I think he'll do it next season. He'll do it in the first 2 games. Easy. Anthony Francis is the best player in the NHL. It's debatable, but man, oh man. He's never had less than 100 points in a season. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's the man. Pietrangelo, just a great season off of a Conn Smythe. 2 great years off of Conn Smythes. He's going to try to win another one. Is a player ever won the Conn Smythe 3 straight years? Probably Wayne Gretzky with the Oilers. In the modern era? No. Exactly. Pietrangelo is a monster. I'm glad he's here in Minnesota. Kirill Kaprizov, he's getting older. He's still the captain of this team, your team, my team, Minnesota Wild. 54 goals. I'm happy with that. I'm a happy camper. Baby. 101 points. He's had 6 straight 100-point seasons. 1,119 points. He's just ahead of Anthony Francis, but with about over 100 games on him, which is just crazy. But how many games does Francis have? Did I say? Yeah, over 100. Sorry. I don't know what I'm sorry. I'm having troubles here. Top 3, first line, great season for all of them. Started off rough. Even though we started off rough, these guys were never a problem. They never will be a problem. Cale Newman, a great season. 46 goals, scoring goals, exactly what he always does. He's, I'm bad at math, 41 shy of 400. He'll do it next year. He's definitely on pace to. He'll probably break 400 next year. 666 points. Uh-oh, I don't like that. 666 points in his career. Uh-oh. That's the devil's number. Louis Langmeter, 68 points. Oh, it couldn't have been 69? Oh. Not a bad season, though. A little iffy here and there, but kind of dipped off the last 2 seasons, but he's scoring hella goals, man. I'm okay with it. Sergei Gogolev, I think the second line struggled in a sense. Cale Newman definitely carried them. He does not get enough credit, man. I'm sorry, Cale. Gogolev didn't have a bad season. 27 goals. I asked for him to hit 27 goals this year or maybe pass it. 68 points. His best season ever. We transitioned him, the second line center. 12 power play points, 6 power play goals, 1 shorthanded point, 17 minutes an evening, almost 18. He was great all season long. I'm glad he stepped up. Lionel Waters, 66 points. I'm okay with it. As a third line center, hell yeah, man. Chris Griffin, 40 points. Hell yeah. Pete Curry, almost half a point per game. 22 goals. Underrated, man. Kolyakovo hits 23 points in his rookie season. Could have been better. Yes, I just don't think he was in the best position to succeed as a fourth line center. You give him 10 more minutes an evening, easily 50 points. Yeah, easily. Hadfield was good. Bobby Lev, 11 goals. Our depth put up points. That is exactly what we need heading into the postseason. Defense. Let's see how it did. Ooh, Quinn freaking Hughes, 92 points in 79 games. 80 assists, man. He's so good. He's the Messiah. Quinn Hughes. He hit 1,000 points. Best. Who was the last defenseman to hit 1,000 points in his career? It's been a long time. Did Lidstrom have 1,000 points? It's been a while, hasn't it? Marcus Mironov, 69 points. Obviously, nice. Brant Clark, 67. The trio was great. Phenomenal. Georges Bissonnette. If you take out Quinn Hughes out of the equation, and you just leave Marcus Mironov with 69 points, that's one of the best defensemen in the NHL, bar none. But that tandem right there, Marcus Mironov and Brant Clark putting up those kind of points, I'm okay with that. Georges Bissonnette, after having 56 points last season, coming in this season, putting up 12 goals, 35 assists, 47 points. A little bit less than last year. Even though we started off rough, he had a great end of the season. Harry Parrish with 19. Slowly turning into a solid defenseman, better defensively, same amount of penalty minutes. I think he had more time on the ice, a little bit less, kind of. Not a bad season. Pearson with his first NHL season under wraps? Out of the way, sure. 16 points plus 22. Not a bad year. Not a bad year. Great stats I saw just then. But goaltenders. Tallender, 47 wins. You know, the season was weird. It was weird. It was stupid. It was such a weird season. 58 wins. Why am I complaining that much? I know we could have been better from the start, but it was weird. I think I shouldn't have complained as much. Maybe a little. It's deserved. It's deserved. Let's see who's winning some awards this season. And it's not going to be Cody Tallender, and your not Art Ross winner, but your Vezina winner this year is probably going to be Christian Kajakowski from the Philadelphia Flyers, trading Carter Hart a few years ago. Definitely stepping out of the plate for the Philadelphia Flyers. Weeman's up there. Ooh, Weeman's going to take it. I didn't even notice that. Weeman, congratulations. You're winning another Vezina trophy. Do I miss you? A little bit. No, I don't. Sucker. Rookie skaters. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be Garrett LaRose for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Former 12th overall pick in 2025. He's a little old, but a good season for rookies. Defenseman, don't even look. There's no reason to look. Your Art Ross winner for like the 8th year in a row. 7th year? I'm not too sure at this point. Quinn freaking Hughes, just call it the Hughes Trophy. The Quinn Hughes Trophy. It's his. He hasn't been able to... No other defenseman's allowed to look at it. He's the man. There's no other way to say that. Let's see who's winning the Art Ross. We already know who it is. 131 points. Man, we could have got him on at the trade deadline, but like, where really I told you I was gonna stick with the plan. It worked. It worked. I was right. Anthony Francis was up there. Capo Caco. New York's just so good. Cole Perfetti. I mean, I hope New York actually missed the playoffs. Cole Perfetti. Zenit Corvo with 74. Oh, he didn't hit a goal per game. Vadim Slychuk, Yakupov, Petrangelo, Turcotte, Everberg. Yeah, a few guys up here. Definitely a high-scoring season. I do like to see that, though. 74 goals, leads the league for the 2nd year in a row. One better than he had last year. Good for Zenit Corvo. No, am I no. Who the hell had 73 last year? Was it Matthew Savoie? 72 last year. I think I'm going crazy. It was somebody. Somebody had 73. Was it? I don't know. I'm going crazy. McCollum with 81 assists. Same with Cole Perfetti. Quinn Hughes not too far behind. A great statistical season from the Minnesota Wild. I definitely had my qualms. We could have been that much better. But let's see what draft picks we have. Maybe we have a few potential lottery picks this year. I'm excited to see. Let's check the bottom of the league. Pittsburgh, Arizona, Detroit. That's one pick. Okay. Do we have Edmonton's this year? No, we don't. Come on. Have anybody else's? The Dallas Stars. That's 2. New York made the playoffs. Damn it. Okay. Who else do we have? We had somebody else's. Chicago, I think, maybe? Yeah, Chicago. Hey. It's a pretty good season. Things are working for us. So the worst pick that we could have in the draft from Detroit, if we don't win out on any of the lottery picks, is number 6. We can only move back 3 or 4. I'm okay with that. It's a weird season, but who will we be facing the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs? It will be the Nashville Predators. Oh, that'll be a fun series, won't it? Oh, I'm hoping the computer's on my side. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.